There is still one Soviet missile in Cuba. It's a museum piece, but back in 1962, it could have dropped a nuclear warhead on New York or Washington. To this day, many Cubans maintain that they were only there for self-defense.
I think the fundamental blame lies with the United States. From the very beginning of the revolution, its objective was to destroy the Cuban Revolution using every means possible.
In 1961, the US had backed a failed invasion by Cuban exiles at the Bay of Pigs. This pushed Fidel Castro closer to the Soviet Union, and the following year, fearing another invasion, he allowed Soviet leader Nikita Khrushchev to secretly install ballistic missiles on the island. But the secret didn't last long. They were photographed by a U-2 spy plane, sparking a crisis which brought the world to the brink of nuclear war.
Regard any nuclear missile launched from Cuba against any nation in the Western Hemisphere as an attack by the Soviet Union on the United States, requiring a full retaliatory response upon the Soviet Union.
Despite intense pressure from the military to invade Cuba, President Kennedy opted for a naval blockade instead. After a week of secret diplomacy in which the Cubans were never consulted, the Soviets backed down in return for a US promise not to invade Cuba, along with a private agreement to remove US missiles from Turkey. More than half a century later, the missile silos lie abandoned and decaying. US-Cuban relations, however, remain one of the last vestiges of the Cold War.